If you have finally left a toxic environment or you are safely away from a narcissistic partner, but you find yourself completely unable to focus, constantly exhausted, and waking up at 3 a.m. with a racing heart, I need you to hear something very clearly. You are not broken. You are not lazy, and you are not failing your recovery. What you are experiencing is a highly sophisticated biological defense mechanism called functional freeze mode. Your logical mind knows that the threat is gone and that you are safe in your current room, but your nervous system is still trapped in the trenches, waiting for the next hit. Hi, I'm Barbara Duchnowski, licensed clinical social worker and certified narcissistic abuse treatment clinician, and a survivor myself. We are going to look at the exact neurobiology of why your body stays anxious even when your mind is calm. More importantly, I'm going to give you the clinical somatic framework to finally pull your nervous system out of survival mode so you could get your life back. To understand why you feel like you're wading through wet cement every day, we have to look at what narcissistic abuse and chronic psychological manipulation actually do to the human brain. When you are walking on eggshells for months or perhaps years, your amygdala, the brain's smoke detector, is firing nonstop. It is constantly flooded with cortisol and adrenaline. Under normal circumstances, when a threat passes, your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in to calm you down. But narcissistic abuse is unpredictable. The threat never truly passes because the rules change every single day. Eventually, your brain realizes that staying in high intensity fight or flight is burning too much energy. It can't sustain it. So, to keep you from completely collapsing, your nervous system drops into a hybrid state. It drops the anchor into a dorsal vagal response, which is immobilization, while keeping the engine revved up in the sympathetic arousal. This is functional freeze. You could still go to work, you can answer your emails, and you could take care of your kids. And to the outside world, you look like you're functioning, but internally, you feel totally numb, completely disconnected, and utterly exhausted. Your body is staying perfectly still because it believes that if it moves, it will be spotted by the predator. Now, this is the exact point where so many survivors blame themselves. They try to think their way out of it. They repeat affirmations like, I am safe now, or try to logically analyze why the ex behaved the way that they did. But here is the clinical reality. You cannot talk a dysregulated nervous system into safety. Clinical fact. Trauma is not stored in your logical thinking brain, that prefrontal cortex. It is stored as raw somatic data in your subcortical brain and your physical body. When you sit on your couch and obsessively ruminate, trying to decode their text messages or replay old arguments, you think you're looking for closure, but neurobiologically, your brain is actually seeking familiarity. Your nervous system became addicted to the high cortisol chaos of the trauma bond, and peace feels incredibly uncomfortable. It feels like boredom, or worse, it feels like an impending trap. If you try to use logic to fix a somatic injury, you will just end up spinning your wheels in cognitive dissonance until you are completely depleted. So, how do we actually signal to the body that the war is over? We have to speak the language of the nervous system, which, of course, isn't words. It's somatic sensation. That means your body's sensations. Here is a three-step framework I use clinically to disrupt the freeze state. Step one, establish sensation over narrative. The moment you feel the fog roll in or you realize you've been staring at a wall, ruminating for 2 hours, You must interrupt the story. Stop asking why they did it. Instead, shift your attention entirely to your physical body. Ask yourself, where is the tension right now? Is it a tightness in the chest? Is it the clenching of the jaw? Name the sensation out loud by shifting from the narrative to the sensation. You pull blood away from the rumination loop and back into the present moment awareness. Step 2, utilize exaggerated exhalations. So, when you are in a free state, your breathing becomes incredibly shallow. This traps carbon dioxide in your lungs and signals to your brain that you are, well, suffocating, which spikes your background anxiety. To break this, use an extended exhale. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, and then exhale slowly through pursed lips like you're blowing through a straw for the count of 8. The prolonged exhale forces your vagus nerve to release acetylcholine, which acts as an immediate biological brake on your heart rate. Step 3, somatic orienteering. Your body stays in freeze because it thinks threat is still in the room. Look around your space deliberately. Let your eyes track slowly from left to right, completely rotating your neck, looking for any physical indicators of safety. Locked door, peaceful window view, your own personal items. Let your nervous system visually verify that the environment is clear. Ground yourself. Thriving after narcissistic abuse is not about deleting the past or pretending it didn't happen. It is about training your body to tolerate peace. The exhaustion you are feeling right now isn't a sign that you are failing. It's actually the first sign that your body finally feels safe enough to stop fighting. It is demanding the rest you were denied for years. Stop trying to decode the manipulator and please start protecting your peace. Now, if this video brought you clarity, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment letting me know which state of the loop, a freeze, do you recognize your body in today? I'll see you in the comments.